K13, and it's December 3rd of 2021, 11:34. Oh, I don't even have to hold the button. 11:34 p.m. And okay, Dante jumped in.
Hello, hello.
Yo, what up, Dante?
Not much, man. How about you?
Not too bad either. Let me do the introduction. This is my boy Dante. Big fanatic of SAS and JoJo in general. And this is podcast 13. And welcoming my homie.
Oh, glad to be here. It's fun to finally be a part of the SAS podcast scene, dude. Like, pretty neat, you gotta say.
Yeah, it's not going too bad. I got like 50 views, but the only like thing that kind of like bothers me is that most people won't like watch the whole thing, so they'll start it, but they'll like get off of it.
Yeah,
It's not a
yeah.
huge deal, but I figured like if you're gonna it's a podcast and you see how long it is, I figure might as well stay for the whole ride. But it is what it is. Uh, yeah. But so what you been up to, man?
Well, let's see. Actually, something pretty cool did happen to me recently. So, if you didn't know, I had the table of figures, which was my janky kind of table where I put a curtain over a bunch of boxes and had a bunch of tiers of kind of, levels and whatnot. And while it wasn't bad for something homemade, it wasn't the best. So I got rid of it and I actually got some new shelves.
Oh, I remember
So,
now. I remember with all the plates. By any chance, you have a
mhm.
picture of your whole collection
Yeah, let's see. Where would you like me to post this in?
in the podcast channel?
All right, cool. Let me just pull some images of what it looked like before and after so I can kind of give everyone an idea. Let's see. So here is the original,
Right.
very congested.
Sheesh.
And then I got two shelves. And here is the first one.
Okay.
And
Okay.
let me find this. It looks like I accidentally posted two of the first one, so it might take me a second to find it.
Yeah. Good. What made you actually finally give up the congested table?
Well, I was just getting too dang sick of it, and because I actually had another little white table to the right of my chair, I have my SAS area right by my computer, and I have it on the left of me, and I also had this other table on the right to me with some other figures, but I decided, well, golly, this is really cramped because, dude, I could hardly back up without backing up into anything. Like, I had a set path right back out so I wouldn't knock down like $1,000 worth of damn plastic, and oh boy.
Yeah, it doesn't sound pretty cool.
Oh man, it's fun. Okay, here's the second one. And I've updated it just a tad recently, but mostly just got some other
Shit.
cringe figures on there, so nothing cool.
Sheesh, bruh.
Yeah, I'm real happy with it, and I just got them off eBay actually. They were only like $90 each, which I get that might be a bit expensive, but hey, that's like a figure and a quarter or something, so I don't really mind.
You were never really interested in like detail type things.
Well, actually, I had gone to IKEA a couple of days before and I saw, those Detolfs and boy, I gotta tell you what, man, when I saw those first, I was thinking, these look pretty nice.
Right.
My only problem with them is they're not very tall. And I'm kind of very particular about things where if it's not exactly how I want it, then I'm not going to buy it. And I really liked how they had glass shelving and the glass like door in front of it.
Right. Like, you could see it from all angles and shit.
hmm
Yeah.
Oh yeah, which that was like the perfect thing about them. The only thing was that those things are only about 4 feet tall or something, four and a half
Oh,
feet.
yeah. That's not too tall.
Yeah, they're nice, but it's like, well, boy, that almost made me want to stack them, and I don't know if the system could
Yeah.
handle
I don't know about all
that.
that, chief.
Yeah, exactly. But those are cool. I found another one there. It's called like a Vitsigio. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's like VJITTSO. Weird Swedish kind of pronunciation. I don't know how to do it, but Those are very nice too. They were about 3 feet wide by 5 or so feet tall and had glass shelving, and they're only $60 or $80 each. So very good prices. Just the thing with IKEA in my area in Colorado, they just don't have them in stock, and people are always buying them. One of the employees said that seemed to know a good amount, so it wasn't worth it for me.
Yeah, like in the meantime, or I don't know, good time. You can keep those shelves you have right now for a good time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like these ones are probably the permanent. I like them, and I think it'd be better to have probably a glass covering. But dude, I like to monkey around with these things a lot and do little tiny pose setups and all that kind of thing.
Shit, I just saw you have two Jolene WFs. Crazy.
Yeah, that's. I got a really good deal on one of those. I paid 250, and when I say prices, I include shipping and all that. I paid 250 for one and 130 for the other. So I got a really damn good deal on them, I
And
guess.
that was before the Stone Ocean hype, or
Yeah, oh yeah, way before.
that's what's
Probably
up.
about a year ago, I'd
Oh yeah.
say.
So, what was your first SAS, and how'd you get into it?
Oh, okay, okay. This is I like that question, but I feel like I'm not getting anything about you, man. What about your collection? I don't think I've even seen it really before.
Shit, I actually don't have a picture where I have them all like posed up and everything. Unfortunately, like for my videos, if I haven't
Uh-huh.
reviewed it, I don't open it yet.
Oh,
So
okay.
pretty much I only have the stuff that's um like I've reviewed.
Hmm.
I've put them up, but I just recently moved this month, or no, last month, November like
Oh,
1st.
dang.
Yeah, so I pretty much had everything packed up. So yeah, I really don't have that much crazy shit. I kind of stopped with SAS because I'm pretty much got everything.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting Lisa, and Bruno.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
My only crazy figure I got is, or I guess, Geo, the one you got too, the Geo
Yeah, the
Swarf.
Swarovski.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Killer Queen third and Joseph.
Hmm. Dude,
Yeah,
those are great. Those are all fantastic figures.
yeah. I
You
don't.
enjoying your new place?
Oh yeah, man. It's
That's
just a
awesome.
little more expensive, but like most like open my back in my hometown, it was around the
Hmm.
same like price I'm paying right now, and those are like dog shit housing. Like
Mm.
like this shit's already rat infested, roach infested. It's just
Holy cow.
yeah, and then the parking in my hometown is because it's getting overpopulated in my hometown,
Yeah.
so I just moved out of it. So yeah, I'm enjoying it over here.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Kind of going back to your roots, whatever.
Yeah.
That's sick. So you live on your own, right? Like,
Yeah, just me by myself right now.
okay. Yeah, I'm still in the parents' house, might as well leech off them as long as I can, right?
I've heard that I heard that saying a lot recently.
Yeah. But hey, I'm happy about it. I really get along extremely well with my family and
That's
all,
what's up.
so
Yeah,
I'm
as
very
long
blessed to be here.
as long as you're not a bum, I don't think they should care.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to school and all and uh all that stuff. So, you know, it's fun.
Yeah, like
It's fun.
if you're mooching and you're not doing shit, then yeah, you're a
Yeah.
punk ass. I mean, if you take like a year off, I mean that's understandable.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you like overdo it, then yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Bro, I just like to sit here in my room playing video games all day and use my mom's credit card to buy sass.
Ah, must be nice.
That's the way to do it. But I guess back to the question you were asking me about the first sass I got. Oh, do you would you rather me not swear or something?
I would just say keep it to like minimum.
Yeah, yeah, I won't say any. Don't worry, I won't say any real bad stuff, I promise. Uh, but
I'm,
let's see. Back, I'd say around 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, let me start off with one thing. I get kind of obsessive with things,
I
if you
think
couldn't tell.
I think most people who dive into the SAS like figure line, they pretty
Hmm.
much nosedive into it.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely seems like back when I was on the server, man. I remember people just going ham, man,
Yeah, yeah,
and that
man.
was that was cool to see. It was, maybe it wasn't cool to see the wallets start
Yeah,
to
for sure.
dwindle in size, but it was really cool to see people just get into their, this hobby, which becomes a passion for. a lot of folks, I'd assume. And I think that's pretty cool. So my first figure was Star Platinum first.
Yeesh.
Kind of a fitting figure, honestly, to get off on. Like, hey, it's like JoJo and Star Platinum. They're like the flagship JoJo
Yeah,
characters,
for sure.
really.
Definitely
You know,
yeah.
probably him, Joseph, Josuke, and then they're probably the most famous out of all the folks. And I bought him for $45, and this is when I didn't know the prices. I bought him for $45 with only the stand, his single head, and the hands that were on his body, as it were.
What website?
I just bought it off of eBay from a
Okay.
seller.
All
Yeah,
right. And then, were you already in the SAS court at the time?
I was not.
Okay.
I had joined the server, and I believe okay, let's see, it's 2021 now. I I think it was 2019 around November or so. Maybe I'm mistaken, honestly. I don't really remember. I know I was in there for at least a year, I'd say. But well, no, it must have been earlier than November. It was probably in October or maybe freaking June or July. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But then after that, I can remember like every single figure I've picked up in a row. I'm like very autistic when it comes to my understanding of like what everything is, and I can literally tell you like the price of every single figure here
Gee.
too.
Okay. So you bought
Which
Star Platinum on. I mean, you bought Star Platinum, your first figure on eBay, and
hmm hmm
then wait,
and then after that,
how'd you even find about SAS though?
okay, so whenever I get into something, and let me tell you this, I'd actually finished all of the anime at that point, which was about halfway through part 5. It was the episode where Trish fights Notorious Big. And this was when it was being subbed, of course. And I remember that night, I literally read the second half of part 5, or whatever the heck it was, from Notorious Big to the end. And I realized, hey, I like this series. I kind of want to maybe support the author a bit rather than pirating everything, off of my websites and whatnot. And that's when I started to get them. And I started out with Star Platinum, of course. And then I got Caesar and Kakuin. The Caesar and Kakuin were both incomplete. One of them was 30. The Kakuin was about $32 incomplete, only with the alternate head, the hands that were on him in the stand. And the Caesar was $35 with the redstone, his 2 hands, and 1 head. So not stellar deals. It's not like I was getting totally, screwed over from them, but definitely not good prices
So
for
did you
sure.
did you look up like for me, I didn't even have like the idea to do, oh, I'm gonna look up JoJo toys. I kind of just went on 4chan, and I don't know why I went to the toy section, and I was
Oh,
just
really?
scrolling by, and then I seen a picture of that I don't know even what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's a manga cover where
hmm
it's all the stands are like lined up, all the stands of like
hmm
I think it's no, I can't remember, but it's like
It's the
really,
one where they're like lying down.
they're lined up like lined horizontally.
Oh boy.
I can't remember. If I find it, I'll put it up in the general podcast channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I saw they had joints, and it was the toy section too. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I ended up looking up the JoJo figures, and I was like, oh shit. And knowing at the time, I'm pretty sure I was pretty in there with part 4, and
Mhm.
Jotaro was my favorite character. And I went on eBay, and fucking Jotaro part 4 for $90, and I had to like, at the time I was with my girlfriend, and I had to like tell her, I was like, I'm getting this, and she's like, nah, it's just expensive as hell. And I was like, nah. So I ended up buying it anyways.
It's worth it, man.
And it was complete. The only bad part about it was like the back blister. It was all
Uh-huh.
like junked up, but that's my first figure, and I still have that shit.
Nice. That's awesome, dude. He's a great figure.
Yeah,
I actually have 2 of him. I need to get rid of one.
dude, the new one. I think it was last year they re-released him. Dude, it's so, I don't like
Yeah.
it. I didn't like his skin tone is like, it's not one color. I didn't like it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was like whited out. Like he just saw like a
Okay.
ghost or some shit.
Let's see it, dude. I want to take a look right now because I got them like both with me. Okay, wait, where is? Oh, okay. Let me grab it because I actually had managed to get a big old lot off of Yahoo Auctions that had every single Part 4 figure. Not all the different colored versions, but it had the whole main cast, plus Kira and Killer Queen, and then Kira and Killer Queen second each.
Ooh.
And it averaged about like $50 a figure, but I was happy with that considering Kira and Killer Queen second are both
So
neck.
you really just did it mostly mainly for the Kira second and Killer Queen second?
Yeah, that big lot I got. But that was when I was really into it. I did
Dropping
like a
money
bunch
here
of
and there and shit.
research. Yeah, that's when I kind of that's after I joined Sascord. And that's when I really got into it. And that's when I really started to collect a bunch of them. But before I had done a lot of research and I first bought off of Plaza Japan, I bought Bruno, Joseph, and I think Mista as my first like complete new figures. I bought other used figures complete, like I bought a gold experience before. But as a first complete new figures, I bought off of Plaza Japan, and I was kind of unsure if they were legit. But you know, of course I got the figures from them, and I continued to buy from them after. And then I switched to places like Mandrake, Yahoo Auctions through Zen Market, and even a couple times through Mercari with the buy proxy service, and just eBay as well. But that's really all the places that I've bought from.
What's your most expensive figure?
Well, that one would probably be the obvious. Mr. 1 out of 25, the Killer Queen Clear.
Oh right, I forgot you had him, man. I know you had
Yeah,
the
yeah.
world clear, but you've been posting some crazy ass figures on Instagram, so I wasn't even sure anymore.
I went a little crazy in the last
Hey
few
man,
months,
I
you
remember
know.
you. I remember you were into Bruno Swarf, but I don't think any popped up for a decent price.
Yeah, I saw one about 6 months ago, maybe. Me and a buddy were watching it, and it went to, I believe, $800. And it wasn't one of the numbered ones. It was either a 00 or one that didn't have the numbers on it.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, it's kind of funky. I remember when I was in Sascord, I talked to one of the guys, and he shared with me a Google spreadsheet that had like Swarovski info on them. And I remember I'd asked him, "Hey man, I've seen these figures before with their numbers on them, but I've also seen some with 00 and some with no number." And he actually tweeted Medicos and asked them, "Yo guys, what's the deal with this?" And they said that, the normal number ones were just the numbered ones, of course. The 00 ones, I believe, were actually like promos. And if you look up old pictures of these, you will see when they remove the figure from the box and then, the blister and everything, and the back bottom left inside corner is a sticker that says sample. And I believe that meant it was kind of like a promo thing that maybe only was given to like maybe Medicos employees. Kind of like, I know with like Pokemon cards, they would do that kind of
Dude,
thing
that's
where they'd
sweet
only
though.
give one. Yeah. So in a way, it was probably more exclusive
Yeah.
because maybe there was only like 3, maybe 10 of those made. Probably not even 10, probably like 5, maybe, if I had to guess. And
And you
the
still didn't
ones
want
that
to
were
drop the money
numbered,
on that?
well, I just didn't know if it was. I knew it was legit, but I didn't
Oh,
really
this
want to
was
spend that
after
much.
you saw the bidding, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
it went up pretty
understandable.
high, so I'm thinking, man, $800. That's a lot of money. So
Ah,
I
come on
decided not
now.
to touch it. Yeah, well, the Bank of Dante has been drained quite a bit after buying, these two Swarves and the Killer Queen Clear.
Yeah, I
I'll
saw
say
that.
that
That
much.
Jonathan Suarez was insane when I saw it. I was like, damn, dude, this dude going hard. But did you get it from the auction or did you actually do the little white rabbit? I think.
So these ones I all bought aftermarket. I didn't. I tried to do the White Rabbit thing, but sadly, I didn't win the lottery to buy one. And it kind of sucked for us Americans because the Japanese could just enter in the damn thing about 100 times with throwaway emails. But the thing is, with White Rabbit, you had to do a $5 deposit, kind of,
Oh,
or they would take that much
what?
money. So,
What?
like, there's this one guy on Instagram who I kind of hate his guts right now, but he has the biggest JoJo collection in the world. I'd have to say, of
What?
like
Who is it?
figurine merchandise. I'll have to try to look him up, but he had 7 Jonathan Swarovskis, and I thought that
Oh,
was
somebody posted him. I
wild.
think I've seen it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He
so
went
he's the
hard.
guy that has, I believe they're Dettol. They're probably not Detolfs. They're probably like wider, the glass, glass shelf, that kind of thing. But he has all of the Medicos Super Action statue figures. He has all of the Statue Legend figures. He has all the little like chibi, um, I don't know what to call them, figures. Ones that are only about 2 inches tall, and all the Real Action Hero series figures. He has them all. And this guy also has like 20 Swarves plus now the 7 Jonathan Swarovski figures as well.
Man, so how much did the Swarf Jonathan cost retail?
They're all 400 retail, as far as I know,
Fuck.
unless they change that. But it's like what 40,000. Wait, no, is it?
So
Not
this
right.
dude dropped around
400,000.
like 3,000, no? When he bought the 7 Swarves.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 'cause I don't think he got any of those aftermarket. He must have gotten them,
Yeah.
so whatever 400 times 7 is, what is that? 280, no, 2,800, something like that.
Yeah, that was just this plus
So
shipping and shit, like probably like 3,000.
yeah, I'd assume. So it's like kind of, in one hand, screw that guy for doing that. It's like, come on, dude. Like, I get buying 2 to maybe sell one later,
Yeah.
but to do that for 7, it's like, dude, you're depriving, let's just say 5 people out of one.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
scummy.
like, it's just a jerky thing to do. So
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
not a big
scummy.
fan of the guy, but
And he still like
whatever,
had
dude.
the knack to show it off and shit. He couldn't even
Yeah,
keep
it's
it low
like,
key.
come on, bro. Like if I had, like, I was thinking of buying 2 Jonathans because I know that he's going to go up in value. Anybody who's listening, if you have the money and you can buy a Jonathan Swarf, dude, I would pick one up because let me tell you what,
Stop
the
it, bro. I'm
main
so tempted.
JoJos always go up in value. Even if you don't even want to keep them, just buy one to sell for later. Just, if you got like $600 about, just sitting aside or whatever, because that's, I paid about 600 for mine,
Yeah, I
which,
saw one on Mercari right now for like
yeah,
530.
it was 63,000 yen, which on buy after shipping came out to about 610, something like that, with all the fees, everything. Which, I really don't regret buying that, and I got a pretty nicely numbered one. I got number 27, and I'm very happy with that being, that's just about in the lowest quarter.
And there's 30 of them?
100 of them.
Yeesh, that's a lot.
Yeah,
But it's not
but
as much as GOG.
nonetheless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
I
can tell you this: there's at least 200, and there's 200 plus Jornos.
yeah, mine's 201.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. And that
Pretty deep in
kind
there.
of stuff. I got lucky with my
I feel like
Jorno.
I could still break balance or maybe even
Oh
make a
yeah.
little bit of profit.
What'd you pay for him, if you don't mind me asking?
45K.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. Fucking PayPal in 4, bro.
Kind of sucks that the number is just kind of awful,
Yeah. But it's still cool. It's nice to have it, man. People are like, "Oh, why you better Swarf?" I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't know, just to say I got one, I guess.
As long as you enjoy it, like, hey, I originally
Yeah.
didn't plan on getting all the figures, and I have all of them but 3 right now. I don't have normal Jolene, normal Poochie, and Mista Third.
And why is that?
Well, one of them is because normal Jolene is normally really expensive. Yeah, of course, Big Mouth here myself bought 2 WonderFest Jolenes before one Jolene because, I'm just a silly little fella. But, here's my thought process, dude. If you want to go full collection, buy all the limited ones first. And I mean the limited, and then buy the seconds, and then buy the normal ones. Because, dude, the normal ones have gotten released so dang much ever since I've been collecting. Joseph has been released at least 3 times since I've started collecting. and I wasn't at that first release. Maybe it's even 4 at this point,
Right.
because I swear he's up for pre-order right now.
Yeah, the standard versions of like any of the
Mhm.
JoJo characters, they're never gonna really change in prices.
And the ones that aren't going to get a re-release, or at least we haven't seen so far, are any second versions. So we're not going to get Killer Queen second. We're not going to get Dio version black. We're not going to get one that I could see maybe would be a Jotaro second, because that's an anime color. But even then, I kind of doubt it. We're not going to see a Caesar second. Yada yada yada. We're not going to see those again. So if you want to go full collection, you might want to buy them now, but also watch out for price trends too. Like, I look this shit up every day, man.
Oh, I thought
I am
you. Yeah,
autistic about it,
I
So,
thought at one point you kind of went down a little bit.
I mean, yeah, like I literally look it up probably 4 times every day at least
Dang,
on
bro.
eBay, and then I always check in the morning. Even though, like, right now I'm not really looking for much. It's almost a habit at this point.
Right. Fucking I checked it by E.
Yeah.
I checked it a lot back then, but I remember I talked to you about it. Like I deleted the app and shit because that shit was so addicting. But
Hmm.
right now, yeah, I have it on like my bookmark, so I just click it, see what kind of deals there is. But recently, people have been using Neokyo, so they can just skip the buy and just because you know how like Mercari
Yeah.
JP drops their stuff first until and then like 2 days later on buy.
Yeah. It's a pretty long time.
Yeah,
Sometimes I've seen like 3 days. I feel
and
like
then like what's it called again? Kyoko,
Nyoko.
Neoko. They take forever to sometimes buy it.
Hmm.
Yes, I don't really understand that like not like they're all what do you call it polite when they try to buy a figure.
Yeah.
They have to like message or comment on the post be like, oh, I'm gonna buy this. Like I never understood that, but Japanese people are pretty fucking weird in some aspects. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
most people are using Nyoko. I think I got my Giorno Suarva on Nyoko they offered the PayPal in for, but the Bai doesn't.
Dude, we're literally samesies, man. I bought my Giorno on Nyoko as well, through Mercari, right?
Yeah.
And they're okay to work with and everything. I'd kind of caution some people against them, because I guess that their insurance policy is kind of wacky. Um, they say opening a dispute can be kind of weird. I didn't look a ton into it, but from what I remember, it was kind of wacky. So really look into their insurance if you're going to use them, and anybody who's thinking about that. But I'd be very careful with them, because they're good and they're great, man. Like, I had no problems. They shipped my Jonas Swarovski, beautiful. But just in case something was to go wrong, I'd rest more assured if I had somebody like Baiyi Japan, behind me.
What would you say the big difference in insurance is for both of them, comparing them?
Well, I know that for sure with I'm just gonna refer to them as Baiyi. I get confused sometimes what it's called, because I'm thinking, oh, it's Mercari. Oh, wait, it's Baiyi. Well, Mercari's one of the ones through them, right? But
Right.
so with Baiyi and Mercari, they insure your package, and if you spend like the $5, it's like a 500 yen fee. You get an insured package, which means that if it gets damaged, they'll like pay you up to the full value of it, and I think the full declared value. So watch out with that too. Um, so when I got my Killer Queen shipped from them, dude, the funny thing was, man, they shipped it in such a tiny box that I am so glad it did not really get dinged up in any way. Because if it did, man, oh boy, that would have translated right onto the box.
And that
Because
was Nyoko or Bai?
by it just
Shit.
depends, man. Like, when I got my Jonathan, it came in a nice big box, and the shipping cost was even the same. It was the box was at least 3 times the volume, same shipping cost. So funny. They are so goofy, man.
Yeah, I
You
remember
know.
I bought a WF Pucci off a
Hmm.
Yahoo auction person, and I guess the person who sent it to Bai, Corp, fuck, dude, they sent it in a bag, pretty much, a box bag. It didn't have any type of like rear like whatever you call it, the box.
Oh,
Yeah,
like reinforcement or anything?
yeah, it didn't have anything of that shit. So when they sent it to me, man,
Golly.
they sent it to me in like a fucking bag, and I didn't have no insurance on it because I'm a fucking piece of shit and I don't want to spend $5 on insurance. So when it got here, it was all dinged up, and I'm like, fuck. And I think I spent like 160 including shipping. So I ended up just
Man.
cutting my losses, and I sold it to one of my member chips to Roni.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember him.
yeah, I sold it to him for like
I think I
120.
sold him some plates before.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. Shout out to him. I don't know if he's still gonna go through with the. He said he was gonna lend me KQ clear to do a review, but I'm pretty sure he backed out of it. And I don't. That's cool, you know. Who it's like $1,000 figgy, so.
Dude, I'll consider like making a video and sending it to you.
Oh
I'm
shit.
not gonna send you the figure, man. I like you, but I'm not gonna send you
I like you, but not that
thirteen
much.
hundred dollars in the mail.
I like you, but I don't
But
trust you. Nah, you're good, man. Yeah, hey, man,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
totally understandable, bro. That's an expensive ass figgy. The only time that ever happened was one of my homies from Cali. I don't know if you ever met him, the creator.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's on my friends list.
he let me borrow Jotaro Big, but I guess maybe
Nice.
I don't know. I guess maybe because we're both Mexican, he kind of trusted me. I don't
Dude,
know.
I'm 25%, bro. I can
Right, you're
25%
a
trust you.
you're a quarter trusting me, so you only
Dude,
trust me
I'm a
two.
mutt, man. Like I am half
We're
Italian,
all
a
kind of
quarter
mutts, man. To
Mexican,
be
and a quarter
honest.
white. Yeah, yeah, pretty much,
Yeah,
pretty
bro.
much. I
You
don't
know,
got that pure ethnic
hell
bloodline.
no,
Like,
bro. It's
oh, so rough.
like an Australian went to Africa and like fucked up
Yeah.
a Congo girl, you know. But yeah, Mexicans are probably mutts too, man. Especially with the Native Americans who were down there with the Aztecs,
hmm
the Mayans, you know, and the Spaniards went over there. Oh man, they probably
Dude,
went.
that's where like the Mexican race comes from. Because I mean, like, why do you think all these white people in Spain, like, dude, interesting geography history lesson
Right?
aside, all the Spaniards come down and what is it, the 1500s, 1400s,
I don't know about
maybe even
that.
earlier, and
Something
they
around there.
yeah, yeah, I don't know the dates, but they come down and they I guess best term I can describe it is breed with a lot of the Aboriginals,
Yeah,
I guess, which would
breed.
be
It's not the R
the
word.
well, maybe a little bit of both, man.
Right.
Hopefully we got some consenting
Some
couples in
consent in
there,
some
right?
of them, right?
But but and then really, dude, that's how Mexicans were created. It's freaking awesome.
It's really it's it like
My
it.
Mexican part of me is happy.
Yeah, if you
You
think
know,
it in a good way, like most
we
of that
got
shit,
conquerors
yeah,
blood in us.
it's
That's
pretty.
kind of cool.
That's pretty
You know,
cool. Yeah, especially like we're it's just weird to think about, you know, like these people from a whole
Mhm.
different fucking country came over to Mexico. But I'm pretty sure they were trying to conquer, but then they figure out like Mexico doesn't
Probably a
really
bit.
have
Yeah.
that crazy ass resources, so just like fuck it. They just dipped and shit. Left Mexico in
Cool,
kind of shambles.
interesting aside, man.
Right.
We're just such geniuses talking
It's
about.
interesting though. I mean, I'm pretty sure we only know like the fucking, you know, just the tippy
Yeah.
top of the peak, but all that other shit, I mean, I would never go into it, but it sounds kind of interesting.
Dude, let's go. Let's make this a history podcast, or better yet, a politics pod. Dude, oh my god, oh that'd be bad. Never mind. But
I'd rather have history. Political might go a little
yeah,
too south.
dude, I love politics, but I separate my toys from
It's
that.
hard, man.
And
It's hard not to talk about politics sometimes, but
oh, now you're talking about toys, bro. What are you talking about? Like, I'm thinking about what is your stance on X issue, dude? I just love figures, bro. I just love figures.
you know,
You know,
I got I got pissed off with Joe one time because I was in the server. We were talking about the
uh,
vaccines, and he like called me like fucking like some bogus ass shit, and I ended up leaving. He pissed me off.
oh,
But
you're not in the server
no,
anymore?
no, no. We like talked, and we kind of
Okay,
just both kind
okay.
of said like, you know, whatever, get over that shit. I went back and you know, we haven't like spoke about vaccines last time, so
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. We should just keep that shit out. He's like, I'm still not gonna let people. I'm not gonna tell them what they can't talk about. I'm like, yes, you do. I mean, that's like censorship, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Censorship is always bad, and I'd say if it ever really happens, unless you're doing things unconstitutional, But I suppose you can't really apply that to them because I know a lot of the mods are not Americans, so it's a bit of a different cultural standpoint.
Yeah.
Uh,
But that KQ clear, man.
Dude,
Congratulations, bro.
oh my God, I'm really happy about him.
I can't it's
Yeah.
kind of unfathomable to think about like most of the killer queen seconds or clears are over here in the United States. That's insane to me.
Dude, that's crazy. I'll
Yeah,
tell you
man, it's
what, dude.
bonkers.
I don't know if there were only 25 made. I'm not okay. Here, conspiracy theory time. Okay, let's get into this.
Conspiracy theory about SAS, bro.
Yeah, dude, so true. Okay, so let's think about this. We look at the back of the box, it says 25 were made. If we look at the back of the world's box, it says 50 and 50, which means 25 for lottery, 50 for, or sorry, 50 for lottery and 50 for sale. But with the KQ, Killer Queen, I'm just abbreviating it if anyone didn't realize, that is 25 lottery. They were not sold. So if a figure only has 25 made, and if it's very kind of particular and special, as in there's only two types of clear figures, there's the World and Killer Queen, of course. And with Swarovskis, we have some where there's only 10 made, and some of those guys are worth like $2,000 to like maybe even $5,000. Maybe they're not going to sell for that, but that's what they're up for. And I have noticed in my past about 2.5, maybe almost 3 years of collecting, the Super Action statue line, I have seen about, I'd say 17 or so sold either auctions or buy it nows from Japan, Yahoo Auctions, Mercari. There is even one right now on, I believe it's on Mercari with a world lot. It's two of them for like $7,000 or $5,000. Don't touch it. That's way too freaking much. And I gotta say, it seems weird that we've seen a figure that only 25 were ever made and like 17, 18 or so have sold. That's very suspicious. I'll say that. And the ones I'm talking about are just all the ones we've seen. Maybe we can't necessarily verify the authenticity of all of them, but I've kept incredibly close tabs on this because I've been really interested in getting, the Killer Queen clear. And I've seen quite a bit. And I have some theories on that. So real quick, one of my theories is that because this figure has spiked so much in value and it was originally given away for free, people are probably like, dude, I can make $1,300, $1,400, $1,600 on this, or call it 200,000 yen, 180,000 yen. Why the heck should I not sell it? Like, I don't really care about the figure. Dude, I can make 2 months rent, or not 2 months rent, but a month's rent, depending on wherever the heck you are, and it's like,
Right.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, there was like a KQ clear, or no, a world clear for like 70 or 700 on Mandarake, and I was contemplating selling it. But this was back when there was this dude on the SAS who was looking for the world clear, and he put on the channel. He said he was looking to like buy it for like $1,800.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, man, imagine flipping that shit for fucking double the price.
I'll tell you this, that that guy did reach out to me through a proxy, and I'm thinking, man, I could make a ton of money off this guy, but I also was like, dude, I can't do it. That's a freaking scam. This figure ain't worth that,
Right.
Like, I'll
Separation.
just keep it for now.
Oh, okay. So you didn't want to sell it because of because you're pretty much like skimming. You're pretty much
I'd feel really bad if I did that.
I mean,
I get it. Yeah, making that dough, right, man?
I thought you were talking about you would get like some separation anxiety or something.
A little bit of that too. Dude. I don't. Okay. So I just bought a soft and wet figure recently, and I've had 3 soft and wet figures in my life, and only one of them has had the box. I took this figure out of the box and replaced my original accessories. Replaced the new one's accessories with mine original. So I'm
which
keeping
figure?
mine. A soft and wet figure.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be selling one of those on eBay.
Yeah, you could probably get like 100, 850,
Oh, yeah.
180.
I got one for a boxless one. This one's going to be boxless as well for $100, probably a year ago or so.
Oof, boxless? Yeesh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, no, it happens. Yeah,
Yeah?
people will buy it.
What?
Like, let me
Fuck
tell you what,
boxless,
dude.
Bruh.
I know, like, everything about the market values with these. And I don't mean to toot my own horn. It's because I've spent so much of my damn time doing it. Please don't do it, people.
So what would you range?
Reach out to me. Reach out to me. Like, literally, reach out to me, and I will find you figures. I will give you the exact price chart. The price chart in Sascord, last time I checked, not very accurate. I could bring out a way accurate one. I'm not saying that
this guy, bro.
to elevate myself, because I've done so much research.
You want me to plug you in real quick? Your username?
Yeah, sure. Just
All right.
Dante Joestar, hashtag 2524.
There you
You can
go,
even put that in
fellas.
like the description. I don't care. Worst thing I'll get is some weirdos messaging me, free Discord Nitro or
Right.
nothing. Who knows? You know.
Yeah. What would you say was the prices of WF Poochie right now?
Oh, he's at least 200 right now. Yeah, yeah. I've
100.
seen him sell for that. Yep, he goes up on auction for that. Find me an auction or find me a WonderFest Poochie that's not.
Shit.
Uh huh.
Now that you say it, probably. I have one right now. I got it for like 120.
Keep it for that or sell it if you want to. You know, but you should be able to get at least 200 for it.
I'm
I'll
trying to
tell you
sell
that.
the normal Poochie. I don't think I want to sell the WF one.
Dude, sell it to me unless you're trying to get lots of money right
I
now because
mean,
I only want to pay retail.
yeah, I was trying to sell for like
Yeah,
130 ish.
you could get that. You could get that easy.
Yeah, I don't want to
Throw
go
it
on
up on
eBay.
eBay.
Nah, because they take too
No?
much shit away, man.
Okay. It's 12.5% plus 30 cents.
Yeah, fuck them, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I like them, but I don't like them anymore. They take a lot. I sold one of my Johnny seconds with Tusk Blue for 250.
That's good.
Yeah, dude.
Good.
Dude, man.
Was that on eBay?
Yeah, and I
I'm
ended
supposed
up.
to admit.
I'm gonna edit that part out.
Yeah.
40,
That's funny.
Um, yeah, and then I ended up. Fuck. Yeah, it's crazy though. I don't understand, but I feel like a lot of these people are like maybe very young, and
Mm-hmm.
then
Yes.
they tell their parents, "Hey, can I
Yeah.
get this?" And their parents are as they don't give a fuck. They just want to make the kid happy and stop talking
Yeah.
to them. And they pretty much, all right, here, I'll pay for it. And then, because I even told this dude to leave me a review when he was done. He's like, how do I do that? I'm like, what the fuck? You serious?
Yeah, it's probably a kid or maybe like a grandma or something. He maybe showed her an eBay auction. You know, buy me for this. Buy this for me, grandma. Yeah, sure thing there, little Timmy. You know, it's like, all
Yeah.
right. Uh,
I'm pretty sure a lot of Sasquatch members are pretty much kids, and then they
yeah,
ask
yeah.
their parents for figgies, which is that's insane, man. Because if I asked when I was a kid and I asked my parents for like a $70 figure, they'll probably just be like, bruh.
Dude, if I ask my parents for a gumball, they tell me to off, you know? It's like,
Right, even a piece of candy, man.
yeah, exactly. You know,
And then they're like 15, 14 years old. I'm like, what the hell?
but
I
hey,
mean,
you never know
I can't
what the
really hate on them
situation
though,
is.
because I mean that's
Yeah,
some cool parents,
yeah, yeah.
and it makes
It's
me
pretty
think like,
cool.
damn, I wish I had some cool fucking decent money managed parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh,
I guess it all just depends how you do it. And I guess another thing with eBay I'd kind of like to touch on is with eBay, like, okay. I'm going to tell folks here's the big secret. Do some research. Just do some research, man. Like, that's how I found Plaza Japan. And for a new figure, they had pretty good prices where it'd be, call it, what, 6,200, 6,600 yen. Plus, it only cost about $10 to ship 2 figures 2 years ago, which was insane. Oh man, like that was so nice. And now it's like 20 for one at least. But just do your research, look around. I'd even give you websites like Ami, Plaza Japan, Mandarake, uh, Yahoo Auctions through Zen Market, or even Bai. Just check out those places, dude. They are godsends sometime. Like, you're gonna get much better deals because the Japanese, like, I believe this is the case with Mandarake, where they're actually in the store for a few days before they sell them online. Uh, and it's almost kind of like Americans get the scraps, sort of, kind of like with Mercari, the English version, through where we see them a couple of days after. It's kind of like that, as far as I can tell. And like, dude, if you want to get the best deals, literally just go to Japan. But then you got to be prepared to buy about every damn thing that you need.
yeah.
But
For the Yahoo auctions, how do you so you would star one of the like auctions, or do you go to like finished auctions?
like when I was buying things, or I was checking prices.
Right, what you're checking prices.
Checking prices. Well, I would usually, if there was a figure I wanted, I would put a watch, or a star, whatever it was, on. I'd see maybe 4 of them listed, ending within various amounts of time of the week. and I would see what one would go for, then another would go for, then another would go for. And I would also just see what people are bidding on them as I'd scroll down. And I'd see this also on eBay. But most of my pricing I am basing off of like the Japanese proxy site pricing.
Sick.
So I want to make that clear.
WF Jolene, man, she's like what, 500 plus now?
Yeah, I remember I can remember the very, very base lowest price I've seen her sell since the anime was announced.
25K.
400. Well, I don't know if I've seen that.
Dude, before Part 6 anime
Yeah.
was even introduced or whatever, bro, they were sitting on Mandarake for 25K, bro. There was there was like 4 of them. And
one of them went up about 2 months ago and it sold instantly.
Instantly, bro.
Instantly. I was like, dude, I kind of want to buy this to sell it. But I'm like, okay, well, oh, it's not there. Oh, well, what am I going to do?
Bro.
But,
yeah.
If you got one and you want to sell it, throw it up on eBay.
Yeah.
Or just maybe Instagram, whatever. Just say, like, you got to get, if you're getting under 400, you're getting scalped. So don't do that. And yeah, I know that's a lot of money, but, just kind of go by what the market trends are. And the market trends change. Dude, these figures are like the freaking stock market, Things change as time goes on. Like about a year ago, Cockewings were worth so much. And then when the figure got re-released, he was worth nothing.
Bro,
and then now it's been a while. Shit, and I sold a used Cockewing with only the alternate head and his stand for $50 on eBay.
Bro, like, I hate that shit. Like
I just put on bidding for 35, which is what I paid for it. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. I recently started going into Bitcoin, man, and not Bitcoin, fucking just Coinbase, like cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And I profited. It was like $40, like not even a week ago. And I guess there's this new COVID variant, Omicron or whatever. And that shit plummeted, bro. I'm telling you, I've lost money right now, and I'm not gonna pull out, man.
No.
Yeah, dude, it's really bad right now, dude. That shit has plummeted, bro. I bought some. I don't know if you've heard of Decentraland.
Maybe not. I don't really know much about crypto. I've heard of like Ethereum, Dogecoin, Bitcoin.
Nah, fuck those.
Just the main boys.
Fuck
those are the ones
bro. That shit was just a meme, bro. But yeah. But just a real quick summary. Mana. It's Decentraland. The abbreviation is Mana. They're gonna be part of the metaverse. There's a game in the metaverse, and they have to use those coins to play that game. So that's why I invested in that. And then there's crypto.com, which is, you seen those ads for crypto.com? I don't know, maybe they have like
I haven't really.
They have like those credit cards already or debit cards, and they recently just invested money. They bought a 20-year deal for the Staples Center. Is it Staples Center? I can't remember. And they bought the naming rights for a stadium of a huge fucking stadium.
Wow.
So it's good to invest, but like I said, with that COVID variant, it plummeted hard. So I don't know what it has to do with fucking cryptocurrency, but that's what happened, man.
Well, just big old world events, and
it's
a lot of, man. Especially with this virus, people are being very reactionary, especially in governmental systems.
Seriously, dude, these lockdowns are insane, man.
Yeah, you can guess what my views are based off of what I just said. I'd rather not go into it too much.
Maybe another time.
But, maybe off the record.
We don't want to go on that Joe Rogan. We don't want to go on that Joe Rogan vibe where they talk about COVID in every single episode has COVID in it.
I mean, understandable. It's a big old thing right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. See, like, I like my podcast, but I really don't want to keep it just figure talk all the time.
Understandable.
Right.
You got to branch out.
Yeah, eventually and shit.
I'm down with talking. I'm down with talking about whatever, man. Talking is fun. You can't get me to shut up, as you've probably realized. About 80% of this is just me jabbering on about dumb BS.
That's cool.
But
man.
Hey,
I didn't know you were actually into this type of shit like this. You're probably one of the persons who've reached out for a podcast, and it kind of surprised me. It threw me off. I was like, damn, this dude actually genuinely wants to be on it because he asked again. Because I've invited other people, and they kind of went like, maybe. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I mean, I'm not going to ask you again, so, don't expect it.
Did I jump at the chance to just be on anything. It just sounds fun,
Yeah. Okay.
just cool stuff,
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Like, I
Yeah.
did 6 podcasts kind of by myself, and
Hmm.
then some people on the SAS score were like, "Hey, let me, let's do one in here." I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right, fuck it." And I guess I don't know, 5 or 6 people might be too many, so I've been telling them maybe just 4 or 5 for the meantime, because then we
Uh-huh.
hear so many voices and it kind of fucks it up. It could work
Yeah.
though. I'm not gonna say no, so it could work.
Maybe have like you're leading the conversation, and then have them discuss the sort of things, and maybe if you want to interject, just you could even have like a mute button where you just zoot everybody out, and
Well, I'm
you just
assuming,
start talking a bit. All right, guys, we need to get back on track. This is
right?
what we were doing. You stop doing your side tangents,
Right.
that kind of
Well,
thing.
I'm assuming people would use push to talk. I feel like that's the
Mhm.
most what makes most sense in my opinion. That way, in case like you start breathing and shit, we don't want to hear it.
Dude, I don't even, I just tried to blow in my microphone. I didn't do anything.
Oh
There it is.
shit!
Dude, getting spooky in here. Dude, and you used to like. I remember my dad would like whistle on the phone or something, or people would whistle on the phone, and it just sounded like a monster. Just. I
Never
thought that was
ask,
the most hilarious thing.
never ask your homies if they have a mic, bro. As soon as you
So
ask,
true.
yeah, they'll be like, "Yep,
Just rip ass into it or something.
yeah."
But dude, the thing that we haven't talked about are the best figures that I own. Okay, we're not talking about the Swarovskis. We're not talking about the clears. We're talking about the Neko Para Figmas.
I have no clue what you talk about, man.
Here, I have to get a picture of these. So these are let's just say I spent $200 on a meme, and I don't know why I did that, but you know,
You sure you don't want to buy my Poochie for 130?
I mean, I don't buy figures for higher than their sale price if they're going to be re-released, because dude,
For
I am
sure,
I am willing to wait,
for sure.
you
That's
know.
good. That's
Like a
good,
lot
man.
of folks just aren't, but I am just sitting here just waiting. I got to get a picture of
Yeah, I've thought
these
about
funky
that
little
multiple times. I'm like,
figures.
if I sell Poochie, he's gonna come out again, so might as well.
Yeah, so sell them. So people, if you got Part 6 figures, honestly, sell them now. Okay? Hold on to things that have just been re-released for about 6 months, probably at the least, and
Hell
then you can
yeah.
sell them.
Will A. Zeppeli, I sold him for 140, I think.
Not bad.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
sold Risotto for 140.
Dude, you had a Mista third?
I sold Mist the Third for 150.
Damn.
Oh
I just
yeah,
don't give a shit about the WonderFest parts.
yeah, they really did us dirty with that, man. Really
They're
did us
dog
dirty.
shit. Oh, I want to talk about those too, bro. Okay.
Dude, Diego second looks fucking sexy, but they really did us nasty. They're not even including the world plate
Mm-hmm.
on it, bro. I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of bogus from their part. And then like the horse looks good, but at the same time, it's pretty basic horse,
A little bland.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. The star on the head is cool, but even that has nothing to. And yeah, Araki designed that shit, but I feel like that star on his head really made no fucking sense.
There's the Neko Para folks right down there.
So cute.
It's from this like hentai visual novel that you can either do the clean or the not so clean version. And I spent $200 on a meme. That's pretty much what
Yeah,
I'm
they look
trying
cute,
to
man.
say.
So you're gonna get that Diego second or what?
Yeah. So I have pretty much everything pre-ordered right now, and I got
Paid
my
for?
horses here. Yeah, yeah.
Damn, big bucks.
I'm fortunate that I don't have to really worry about big expenses and whatnot. Like like living on your own. I know that's
Yeah,
got to be pretty difficult, but
yeah,
I'm very fortunate that I'm not
that's good, man.
at that point
You
yet.
got one
But
Lisa or two?
I bought two Lisa's
Hell
already,
yeah, there you go. Me
and I'll
too.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. So
Let's
here's
hear
some
it.
good Dante wisdom. So when Risotto and Giorno got announced, Risotto and Giorno Black, um, they both have their WonderFest pieces. Risotto came with the plate about like I'm not going to approach you, and then the alternate head. Giorno came with the flowing hair head that was also previously released in a slightly different format with Gold Experience Requiem limited edition. And the difference between these two is that the old one with the Gold Experience Requiem limited edition had orange eyes,
Right.
And the new one that came out with Giorno version black
Hell
has
yeah.
green eyes.
Yep.
And the paint application's not quite as good on the face, if I do say so
Nope.
myself.
The orange eyes are still
Yeah,
better, superior.
they're very just, they
Yeah.
look into your soul, man. They
Yeah.
just look,
I remember
they look
doing
wonderful.
the Giorno review, and I compared them all, and
Yeah,
I told them the orange still has a better good
so much better.
definition on it.
So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason, I wanted to mention that is when I saw that they were doing this, it reminded me of how when Johnny Second came out with the Slow Dancer bundle, he came with the Tusk Act 1 second version as the bonus. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. WonderFest releases are releases that are never supposed to come out again. And by that, I mean not the mold, but the color. If we look at Gold, like I just said, Gold Experience Requiem, he's not the same color as Gold Experience Requiem. Or limited edition is not the same as normal. He's got that green versus just the gold. All right, and that's obvious. It's blatantly obvious. Everybody sees that. Uh, but what they did is it's a limited edition because they changed his color, not his sculpt. So let's apply that to Tusk Act 1. Tusk Act 1 is probably one of the coolest WonderFest pieces because it is a new mold, and it's not even just like an alternate head, which is already really neat, but it's a totally new mold, which is great. And then they decide to, like, what is it, 2 years later, to release him in a second color with this bundle. And I'm thinking, holy crap, this is kind of weird. I think that maybe we might see some more pieces released again, but let's see. Fast forward a couple months later, or maybe it was even earlier, one of the two, Giorno and Risotto are announced. We see what their bonuses are. Risotto is completely new, so he's kind of out of the question right now, but Giorno, he gets that flowing hair head, and we're like, what? We already had this before. What's up with this? He doesn't look any different. Oh, wait a minute, those eyes. That's a bit different. So now, what I've noticed with Medicos is they becoming increasingly kind of lazier with their WonderFest parts
Recycling.
because they're recycling. And we saw that with Mista Third, which came with a Coco Jumbo Turtle
Disappointing.
and one single one of the bullets painted gold.
But just heads up, Mr. Third does look great.
Oh yeah, no, I really love his colors, and I need to grab him at some point. I'm just waiting to get a cheap one, or until they re-release him, right? That's my power. My superpower is waiting.
That's good, man. That's
And
good.
with that, it made me think, well, that's why I can tell you I was not surprised in any capacity when Diego was announced. Diego Second was announced to have the, dinosaur tracked version head as its bonus. Like I knew this was going to happen, and everyone really should have knew that this was going to happen. Like Lisa having a Redstone of Asia. Like we should have expected that too. That wasn't surprising.
Oh man, that burned, man.
Okay, I'm not so mad about that because she comes with 2 freaking plates. Like, what the hell? 2? That's
Yeah, I forgot
insane.
that you're obsessed with
And
plates.
I love my plates. I have all the plates. And some people might think they have all the plates. They don't. They don't. And I'll tell you why. So, the Papercraft Road Roller, the steamroller, that came with Dio Awakened version, uh, he came with a plate that says, Rodo Roller da da da, whatever it says in Japanese. And that one is very rare, and a lot of people don't realize that that's a thing, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that's just a bit of a tangent right there.
So why did you buy 2 Lisa Leesons again?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was leading to that with this Wonderfest discussion. So I know, dude, there's a method to the madness. I promise you, right?
All right, man.
So with these Wonderfest releases, we saw that they were re-releasing some of the same parts, but with different colors. Ergo, Tusk Act 1 second, Giorno Flowing Hair version 2, I guess we can call it. And then we've seen it now with Bruno with the Sticky Fingers arm. But the different thing with him is that his arm is actually removable, so you can put the Sticky Fingers arm on top of it. kind of like how the sticky fingers arms are removable, so you can switch them with the extended arm. Bruno is the first normal figure to have that ability, which is only going to be exclusive to the WonderFest Bruno Black variant. When he
Okay.
gets re-released as a standard, I don't believe he's going to have that, and if he does, it'd probably just be manufacturing or just an oversight, you know. Um, but you know, again, those are two pieces that are not new, just recolored. So that's kind of why Risotto's alternate head was a bit surprising, even though it was kind of lazy. It's just hairs flipped up a tiny bit, but it was still surprising we saw that new piece. So you know, of course, it's not surprising in any capacity that we see with these new figures coming out that their WonderFest pieces are now just different things. But with Zeppeli, you know, William Zeppeli from Part One and Mista Third, we saw that they came with very lackluster pieces. Nobody cared about Zeppeli's sandwich and salt or pepper shaker. Like, that's lame, dude. Who cares? You know? Like, at least it's kind of cool that it's different, but Mista's was a joke. That's why I didn't buy them, and I made it a big deal. I said, people, don't buy these. This is dog poo poo.
Don't care. Still bought
You
it.
know? I mean, yeah, I understand. If you really like him, whatever. That's because I have Zeppeli right now, actually, because I managed to get one for like
Zeppeli's
100.
pretty straight, but I give him like a B because of his head. If you make him look up, it falls off pretty easily. And it was, I thought
Oh,
it was
really?
just mine. Yeah, I thought it was just mine, but I've asked around and they said it happens to their figures too.
Okay, I did not know that.
It's kind of disappointing. And then his coat kind of pisses me off too. But other than that, it would have been an 8 feet, like a rank figgy. But those two really threw me off. But I guess it's the coat, and that's pretty hard to pull off in terms of manufacturing.
That's
So
true.
I can't be that much harsh on it. So the head pisses me off, and the coat, that's all right. Which comes into play for Part 6 Jotaro, which I'm not entirely sure what kind of coat pegs are they going to give him. Are they going to stick with the Part 4 Jotaro, or are they going to do the coat like Will A. Zeppeli?
What'd you think of Risotto's cloak?
Isn't it kind of like Will Zeppeli's?
Uh,
I don't know from
yeah,
the top of my head.
it is, yeah, but like Zeppeli's, his kind of goes out past his butt really
Mm,
far, almost horizontally. It really goes down in like a not a 90-degree angle, 45-degree angle downwards,
hmm.
right? From perpendicular or from the point of his back, it goes down. Okay, well, I guess it's not 90
I'd
degrees
have
at
to
that
see him right
point.
now.
90 plus 45, 135 degrees down. But yeah, and with risotto, his has, you know, the same style, like little ball joint kind of swivels.
Yeah.
But his doesn't like shoot out a ton. It bends out a bit from his back, you know, over his butt, and let's just say it balloons out about 2 centimeters, maybe. But with Zeppeli's, I would call that a good 3 inches, you know? So
So are you concluding, or you're hypothesizing that you could possibly use Risotto's coat for Jotaro?
not that specific mold, but like something similar to it. Because with Part 4 Jotaros, it's that one just big piece, you know,
Yeah, it's kind of
that
annoying.
moves just back and forth. It's just a flap.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, it looks kind of ridiculous.
That's probably
It
one
looks
of
like
his
Marilyn
negatives.
Monroe's upskirt when you pose it upwards, right?
Yeah, it definitely looks
Uh,
like a con. It's a con for Jotaro Part 4.
yeah, so that's just a bit ridiculous.
I think it will. Actually, I think they might go with Risotto's because it's because Willie Zeppeli's like it's pretty
It
wide.
sticks out.
It's wide,
Yeah,
yeah. So
it's too big.
Jotaro might be a little bit slimmer, so they might. Yeah, I guess they could possibly use a risotto type of
I mean,
mold.
heck, look at Poochie's like skirt almost. Take out the thing in the front, you know. If you do
Poochie's
that,
Poochie's
pretty much
figure.
the same.
Yeah, my bad. Poochie's figure definitely pisses me off too. Really can't his coattails or whatever really restrict his movement. He doesn't have that many posability. His posability is maybe
Yeah,
like a C.
just gotta make him stand. That's like all the poses
Yeah,
anyway,
I
right?
pretty much have him like he's looking up at the heaven and shit.
That's cool. He's a really good. I really like. He almost looks like a statue. The
Yeah,
Poochie figure.
yeah. So I'm pretty much gonna sell my proxy right now because
Yeah,
I don't really need the first one. I'm not gonna sell the second one. I don't really want to because I feel
keep
like
limited. Yeah.
his value is just gonna keep going up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
KQ third is already at like 350 with head. and it was
I don't know
at
about that.
yeah, man. Cause I
On
recently
auction, have you seen that?
actually no, I don't really pay attention to auctions that much.
Well, I've seen on Mandrake one sold, I believe, last night for 24K.
Yeah, that's Mandarake though. There's
Yeah,
just
it depends. With them, they can either be wildly over or under.
yeah, I don't, cause they're a store, so they don't really,
Hmm.
they can't really scout motherfuckers. But uh, I got mine. And it's pretty much like a 9 out of 10 condition. I paid
Hmm.
29K ish. But I just looked on Mercari buy, and they're like at 300 and up right now.
Yeah, for a lot of the buy it nows, you are going to be paying more. Just
Right,
yeah, keep that
to
in
avoid
mind.
the auction.
I have
Uh,
kind of a hilarious story with my
but
two between third.
since you said you've been paying attention a lot to KQ or to the auctions, you haven't seen that many though of KQ third.
Well, actually, I will tell you this. I haven't been paying much attention to Yahoo auctions. I've been more looking at a lot of eBay ones and just selling prices on Mercari and whatnot. And I really haven't been doing too much of the Japan watching. I will say
Ah,
that.
so you're just talking about like U.S. market then.
A bit, not totally. A lot of I'm basing a good amount off of Mandrake, and dude, like I guarantee you, if I went on for a week, I could get all these prices again and get them all updated in my head. But a lot of them aren't going to change for a while. Uh, it just depends, you know.
Right.
And that was kind of something I wanted to touch on with the WonderFest releases. I keep forgetting to get to my point about that, right? But so okay, I'll do it quick here. So with the two newest ones, Bruno Black and Lisa Lisa, I decided to buy two of them, and I decided to buy two Giorno Blacks and Risottos, and I decided to buy zero Mista Thirds and Will Zeppelis. And the reason I did that was because you're gonna have to pay $100 pretty much for each of them, with all the shipping costs total, right? So
I
it's two
mean,
hundred dollars.
when they're standard, isn't it just gonna be like 90 each?
About yeah, but I'm factoring shipping costs in there.
Right,
It
right.
was about 200.
Yeah, 200 total for.
Yeah, for two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like 180 for standard releases though.
I
So
mean,
you're just
the
paying.
standard
You're.
release is usually like 70 plus call it the ship. So
It would be
about
like 90,
one
like 90 for
about
one figure.
170, 180 for
Exactly. So you're pretty much. I mean, $20 difference, bro. It's not gonna kill you.
I guess. It just
But yeah, go
depends.
ahead
Like
though.
my
My bad. Get
priorities
to your
just weren't.
point.
But with the one thing that I noticed is that the Zeppelis and the Mista Thirds were not selling for nearly as high as the Giornos Black and the Risotto, because I bought two of each of those, and I sold one of my Giorno Blacks, and I kept the other one, of course, for 200 on eBay. I think it might have been 225, and I
That's pretty
sold the
good.
Risotto for like 190. And it's like, holy cow, man! I kind of made out like a
Was
bandit after
was
that.
that like when it came out or like 6 months after it came out?
Later, yeah, I waited a good amount of time. The
Okay.
best time to sell is either right as the iron is hot, or you can't wait. Even if you wait like 4 days, nope, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Let the other people sell theirs for cheaper. Because an example with this was with the Swarovski Jonathan. The first one that sold on auction sold for 85K. The second one for 71K, and then another one sold for 65K, and then another one sold for 63K. Buy it now, and then I bought mine for 63K. Buy it now. And I think I might be at the sweet spot, but I have a feeling an auction would go to 55K, maybe 59, just if I had to guess.
Wait. So Lisa and Bruno.
Yeah, the reason why I bought two of those is because I know that they're going to be more desirable, because it's not just a reskin of another figure. I mean, the Bruno is, yeah, but they come with new pieces, the plates, which are desirable
New
pieces.
molds.
Yeah, new mold, for Lisa,
Lisa.
new desirable pieces. Like nobody cared about the Coco Jumbo and Sex Pistol,
You're right. You're right.
figure. Nobody cared about that. Nobody cared
About
about
the
the
salt shakers.
salt shaker and the sandwich.
It wasn't
Lame,
worth the
lame,
hassle.
lame.
Right. They could skip it
You
out and
know.
get a different figures for the meantime till the standard comes out.
So that's why I say, hey, people, buy another Lisa and Bruno if you want to make some money.
Yeah.
You can even make like $50.
I feel like
sell
if you're a part 5 lover,
180.
Bruno's an easy, like, all right, let's get him.
Oh
But
yeah.
if you're not a part 5 lover, you can be like, I'll skip it. Just get the normal release. But Lisa, I think most people like part 2.
Hmm.
And then, Lisa's kind of a waifu, especially when she was in the bathtub.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure she'll sell for like, if you're talking about eBay, yeah, you'll sell easily like a couple when the iron's hot, like you say, around like 200, 250.
even on Japan, even at Japan, it'll sell like at the very beginning for like 200.
Shit. Yeah, I bought two of her.
Yeah,
The only
it's a good
problem, I
idea.
went on Nin to buy it, so I'm pretty much
Oh
gonna have to
boy,
wait a
dude,
little
I
bit.
gotta talk about Nin Nin later too.
Man, people have really bad experiences. I really haven't had any bad experiences. I've bought like 6 figgies off of them already.
I guess it just depends. So,
Yeah, for the most part, I think most people got negative stuff to say about them.
buy WonderFest figures that are with new pieces or desirable pieces. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I see. I
And
get it. Yep.
actually, I wanted to ask you something. Something that's interesting here is all of the new figures that we've gotten announced have had WonderFest release, later to be followed up by standard releases. But what about Whole Horse?
Standard.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
They didn't announce any
Isn't that wacky?
um maybe they have a lot of WFs coming up. So
Maybe.
maybe they're just like, let's just call this a standard and call it a day.
Well, you know who's going up for pre-order this month?
Jotaro Big.
The big boys. Yeah.
No, I think the Dio shit's gonna go fucking nuts.
I wouldn't be
Nuts.
surprised if he comes up at the same time, dude. Sometimes probably okay, maybe 2 months later
No,
or
no, no.
one
What do you mean? For
for
pre-orders?
pre-order.
They
Yeah.
said January, bro.
Did they say January?
Yeah,
Okay.
January.
Okay.
So, dude,
I
think
did
about
not
it,
know
bro.
that. Mm,
Jotaro Big 200, Splat
mhm.
Big 200,
$800
Dio.
out the door with
Pretty
all.
much, dude. And that's not even counting shipping yet.
Nope. Five Plaza Japan, dude. Like the good
Dio.
thing about them is they will have the shipping cost ready there for
I
you.
heard that's good, but they don't buy what WFs though, right?
No, they do
Oh,
not.
right. But they're not going to be WFs. I forgot. That's going to be
No,
standard,
no.
right?
Yeah. So that's good. I'm
Um,
happy about that.
I bought. Oh, I didn't buy. So Genkai, when Diego second went up for pre-order, Genkai had a couple, stock, and they
Mhm.
let you do buy now, pay later options. But I guess everybody was jumping on that buy now, pay later, so they took that fucking option out. Can you believe that shit?
I mean, I kind of get it,
Yeah, he
because that's a pretty high value item.
I don't know if he's an advocate, but this dude on our Sasquatch server, there's a guy
Mhm.
that's from Genkai. Supposedly, I mean, you just got to take his word for it, and he looks like
Okay.
legit. And he said pretty much like people were ordering it too much by now, and it was just too risky because it's $300.
Yeah.
But even I feel like even if they do, well, I don't know, but there should be a limit. Obviously, that's what they did.
Yeah.
I still think they're gonna sell though. Diego Second's a pretty more popular character. If anything,
Buy two.
yeah,
Buy two of them,
I
bro.
think it would
I
be.
did.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Gyro is the most popular from part 7, and then Diego, then Johnny. In my opinion, at least.
I didn't buy two gyros, but I bought two Johnnies and two
I
Diego.
regret buying 2 gyros. So many. Fuck, dude.
No
Both,
cool bonus
bro.
piece. Yeah.
Both my gyros. The fucking hat like peg fell off. It's so
Mm.
disappointing. And oh man, this new gyro, as good as the face is, it doesn't make up for it because they fucked up the fucking hat for me. The fucking the robe or whatever you want to call it is not
Mhm.
even plugged
Mhm.
into his fucking shoulders.
Damn.
I think it's annoying, bro. I hate how they keep rushing shit, and they keep announcing new shit, and then this stuff is not released yet. I feel like that's bogus. I feel like a lot of too much toy companies are doing that. Well, they'll announce something, and they'll push back like 6 months.
Yeah. Well, especially really with Corona, at least, is what I noticed with Medicos. They
God
always
damn.
did like 1 to 2 month delays. It was always a certain time. It was always the same. It was always like 2 months or 1 month, whatever it was. They always delayed them. It's like give us a 7 month window because it's always released 6 months after they're announced, right? Or for pre-order. Um, so it's like, dude, just tell us that. And another thing with Gyro, even 1.5, is that you can't put his damn legs around the horse. Believe me, I tried so hard. So if you look at my picture I posted, that was the best I could do to get 1 foot in a stirrup.
But do you see the rope? How it's not inside there?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's annoying because the first gyro WF, I don't know if you have them. It's not like
I
that.
do not.
It's not like that. They're all plugged in there. Even if you move the shoulder, it doesn't come out.
I'm actually looking for a Gyro 1 if anybody has one. So
Yeah, you can
Little
find you.
completionist
I've
kind
seen
of
them
thing.
on Mandarake for like 9, 10K. Actually, no. For some reason, Mandarake keeps listing them pretty high up
He's like
there.
12K right now
Yeah,
without the WonderFest piece. It's
it's
like,
not even worth it.
screw off. I'm not paying that. I want to
Right.
pay less than what I paid for this.
I got my
You know?
WF gyro for 90.
Nice.
Yeah. Like a completionist, like you said, I wanted both of them, and I like the box color and the box design on the first one, and it doesn't say 1.5; it just says gyro separately, so it's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Another thing to consider is part 7. Selling. I have a feeling Johnny First, not I have a feeling, I know Johnny First and D4C and Valentine Second are going to get announced. I'd say within the next 6 months, probably less, probably 3.
Fuck, man, that's a lot of money.
And sell your Johnny First if you have one.
Fuck, dude, I've been
Sell.
tempted. There's
I
this
sold
dude
mine for $250, and that wasn't even a high price. I've seen them on eBay. I've seen 3 sell on auction.
with
One went
tusk
for
or without.
340 without. 340, 400, and 200. So, a big discrepancy between the 200 and the 331, right? But I'm thinking, like, I just bought a Johnny First recently for $170, which I'd say was, pretty damn good deal. But I'm just going to put them up for 300 on eBay, and if somebody bites, they buy, and if not, whatever. I don't mind,
Exactly.
you know?
I put one of my horses up on eBay for like 375, and if he bites, if someone bites, if not, then whatever.
Dude, you got to list it for higher than that. You're not going to make anything after
No, just the horse
375.
though.
Oh, the horse.
No bundle.
Yeah. I think that, the funny thing is, I think that the figure is more desirable than the horse. I feel like I almost jumped the gun with the buying 2 horses, just because people don't want that dang horse, but they want that WonderFest bonus with it, dude. That's why you sold that Johnny and Tusk for 250.
Yeah, you're probably right. The horse is
Like,
kind of undesirable.
and I don't get that because they're just so nice looking,
I think
you
that's the
know.
problem. Most people see the price and they kind of, but if you actually had it in hand, they'll be like, damn, it's
They're
definitely worth it.
beautiful.
They're
It
beautiful,
just
honestly.
depends. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad they took their time making it because if they didn't, the sculpt is so nice. The muscles are so detailed.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just like with my videos, I can't even get like the perfect picture. Like, be like, oh look, this is so nice, but
Doesn't
even
do it
it doesn't
justice.
do it justice exactly.
Yeah. That's what
Uh,
I've noticed. Even when posting I don't know, my freaking Killer Queen clear, it doesn't do it justice because it looks a lot cooler in person
yeah, hell no, it
than on
doesn't.
my awful my gulag lighting, you know.
Who has two? Oh, Ruff had two, but I think he sold one. But the
Yeah,
one
he
he's
had one
yeah,
boxless and one funny story
kind of
there.
sus, but whatever.
I don't know, I'd rather leave that one to
Yeah, yeah.
well, you know what? I mean, if it's not a bad thing if I talk about it, but Um, I will say this, considering that there are only 25 made, I found it a little suspicious that that seller had listed at least 2 to 4. And the reason I'm saying that is because uh, when the other ones went up on auction, the person might not have paid, so the order would have been canceled. But I know for sure that at least 2 had sold, but there were 4 auctions. Okay, so 2 to 4 Killer Queen clears boxless seems a little suspicious to me considering they were all from the same seller and that somebody would lose that box to a figure where there were only 25 made. That just seems a little odd to me. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm not insinuating anything. But that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man, it's kind of bogus if there is some plagiarizing and they sell it for like the same amount as a legit
Mhm.
one. It's pretty shady.
Well, I want to just make clear that I'm not saying that it is a fake one.
No, no,
I'm
no,
not saying
not
that. I would
his,
never
not
say
his.
that.
I'm just
I
saying
would
like
never say that.
there's some people who in Japan who do try to recreate the Killer Queen clear,
I
and
will tell you that I've seen a picture of 2 of the skirts from a Killer Queen clear on a sketchy Chinese website that I found.
that sucks, man. That's just bonkers, dude.
And maybe it was Killer Queen's, our Mr. Yoshikage Kira. Maybe it was his. But I don't believe it was. That's all I'm saying.
Gonna end this at like 1 a.m. for Central.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we still probably have fuck ton
I'll just
stuff.
keep yabbering your ear off, man. I got so much to say.
Yeah, man, we
Like,
could definitely do another part two or something. Just a quick one. Are you watching
mm,
part six right now?
yes. Yep.
Finished it already or no?
No, I actually. Okay, this is a pretty funny story. So I'll make it a brief story too. So when I first got into JoJo, my buddy, his name is Ben, from college, he showed me it, and I got super into the show and I watched the whole thing, and then I showed it to my two brothers. And then after that, we actually watched it together as a family with my mom and dad, And we've watched parts 1 through 4. We're on our third time right now of watching it together.
You said you and your parents?
Yep, me and my parents,
Wow, that's
we've
pretty
watched it.
cool.
My dad loves the show, and my mom likes it too, which I think is hilarious because I couldn't imagine watching, an anime type show with, my parents. Not that I watch many,
So,
but
are your parents watching with you part six?
mhm, yeah.
Sick. Did you guys start it immediately, or did you like how I released at
Yeah, yeah.
midnights for like? Fuck,
We
man.
watched it on December 1st at the end of the day, kind of, at dinner time around.
Damn, that's
And
fucking
we've
cool.
seen the
Wait,
first
how
two
many?
so far.
You have a lot of siblings, or
I just have two brothers.
sick, sick? You're the youngest.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Damn, dude, that's crazy. That's sounds fun, man.
Mhm.
Watching it with your
Yeah.
parents, they'll probably give you some crazy insight about a thing they just witnessed, and you're just like, damn, I didn't think about that.
I don't know about that. I mean, my
No,
parents my
what?
parents aren't stupid. That's for sure. My parents are, smart people, very smart people. But it's hilarious because they literally couldn't remember Jotaro's name, the second time we watched it. And I'm thinking, guys, come on, he's in
Damn,
parts 3, 4, and 5. Like, you got to remember his name.
damn. Yeah, he's definitely
It's
the
funny.
staple of JoJo.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
Charizard for Pokemon.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
freaking Jotaro. Even though he didn't have like that much of personality, he's still a staple. Kind of insane,
Just
but to think
cool.
about,
Just
yeah,
a cool guy.
just a cool guy.
He's your favorite JoJo, right?
Right there, man. Yeah, Jotaro.
I'm a Joseph man.
Really?
He's coolest.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
I remember. I
so
think you
cool.
mentioned it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he was pretty cool, especially the beginning. He's like threw a soda cap at a cop and shit.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Who's your favorite character in all of JoJo?
Oh, fuck.
Like
That's kind of
anybody,
hard to
anybody
decide.
works.
Yeah, it's kind of
Can be
this.
even a
Yeah,
minor villain. Could even be just some random background character. You know.
I guess Josuke Higashikata part 4.
Okay.
Yeah, cause he was like a mix of Joseph Old and dude, Giorno pissed me off though, man. How do you have a mix of Dio and Jonathan and be pretty good in the first couple episodes and then plummet?
Dude, he's so based. So he's just a man of commitment, focus, and sheer will. Like he does what it takes. He doesn't like drugs. He's like, okay, drugs, cancer to society, and I'm gonna fix this, right? It, but he wants to take power. On one hand, he's kind of like Jonathan, one of his papas, and he's like, hey, I don't like how people are doing this to the innocent, the weak. But on the other hand, he's like, oh, I'm Dio, and I do not care if I exploit these mortals. There's my cringe voice impersonations, right? But whatever. And I think he's a cool character just because of that. But I will say Araki doesn't really do him justice because he doesn't do much until like at the very
That's
end
what I'm
of the
telling
part.
you, man. Like yeah, I guess it is Araki's fault, but he started off strong. Gio started off really
Mm-hmm.
strong, and then I guess he
Mm-hmm.
tried to make the people around him like he gave them the more of the story.
Very
Especially
true.
especially Bruno. Bruno was pretty cool.
Bruno is my favorite JoJo
I
character.
remember, yeah.
He's just an admirable individual. Like, if you want to have a role model that's an anime character, and I know that's super cringe to say, but dude, like, I mean, just look at it. Just look past cringe anime and be like, okay, this guy, when his father was in his weakest, he takes care of his own father and protects him, even like kills two guys, right? Which is just so cool. He's just so based, right? And look at Clint Eastwood there. Uh, and he dislikes drugs, which is just he sees what they've done to people, what they've done to the innocent, what they've done to his father, who was an innocent and a good man that did his best to like put him through school, being a single father. And he even went to his dad when he was a young child because he didn't think that his father could take it, leaving his mother, uh, because he wasn't as emotionally strong, so he went with his father to be his rock, essentially, which is like, what just a great character. And he's Giorno's mentor practically, leading him and guiding him. Because Giorno isn't the main character of part five.
Nah, not
The
really.
team is. The team is the main
I mean,
character of part five.
that's except for part 4. Part 3 was pretty much the team too. Part 4 was just pretty much Josuke and I guess kind of Okuyasu, but it was mainly Josuke.
And Koichi.
Kuchi.
Dude, part 3 is just Polnareff's Bizarre Adventure.
Man, part 3 was so great though, man.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's
Yeah.
good.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna end it right here, bro. I
Wrap it
appreciate
up.
it, man. Oh yeah, my bad about last night, man. I kind of like sent a message and
Hey,
I was
don't
like,
worry about it. You're good, dude.
and
Don't
then
worry
you,
about it.
you left me on red. I'm like, oh man, he's probably like, fuck this. Nah,
So
I'm
I was
kidding.
playing a video game.
Also,
And
it
I was
probably
like,
worked
oh, I
out.
saw it, and I'm thinking, oh shit, I'll respond in just a second.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you up know for the part 2, or do another one.
Yeah, thanks again for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. All right, peace out.
Bye.
And that's concluding part podcast 13. And yeah, my boy got a tongue on him, man. Didn't expect that, to tell you the truth. Thanks for everybody watching. I'm gonna put Entroby's artwork at the end of this video. She does commissions if you guys would be interested. I'm gonna ask PK if she wants to. I could put her stuff on here too if you guys wanna get commission her for art. Thanks for everybody watching, and hopefully you guys keep sticking around. See ya.